Hello, thanks for coming in today. I just want to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Angela Johnson, and I will be the one working with you. Before we even get started, I wanted to go over confidentiality. Anything that you share with me stays between us. There's an exception of a few things, though. If you disclose any abuse or neglect regarding children or vulnerable adults, I would have to report that. I also would have to report if you disclosed any suicide or homicide threats to any other individuals. But other than that, everything that you share will just stay between me and you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, understand.
Perfect. Okay. Um, can you tell me your name and what you prefer to go by?
I'm Bailey Johnson. You can just call me Bailey.
Okay. Bailey, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. All right. Um, So today's just an initial session. It should last just about 30 minutes. We'll be going over kind of what brings you in, your history, your family's history. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. At any point you don't want to talk about something, just let me know. My ultimate goal is to make sure that you're comfortable. But there are some extra questions that I will have to go today. And that's just for today's session. But that's just kind of how the flow of our conversations will go. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
Sounds good.
So tell me what brings you in to see me today.
I came in because my family felt that I needed to find some help. Um, I just kind of haven't been feeling like myself. A lot of times I just don't have the energy to do the things I used to do. Um, I sleep all the time. Like I'm always tired. Like I can sleep all night and I wake up and I'm still tired. I just have a lack of energy. I rarely want to do anything and like I really get like agitated and irritated so quickly and I just want to be left alone. And I just feel like something's wrong with me and I just really feel like is there like a bad thing to be want to be left alone, you know?
Yeah, yeah. When when did this start? Like what you said your family definitely noticed a change. Can you identify when this change happened with you?
Um Probably, I don't know. After my dad passed, I kind of just stayed to myself a little bit. So he passed in about 6 years ago. So I say I've been staying to myself, but my family feel like the past year or two it has gotten worse.
Okay. And if you don't mind sharing, how did your dad die?
He had a stroke and caused him to have become a vegetable. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, do you think over those 6 years it's been um, pretty consistent, or has something more recently sparked your mood to shift?
Um, I don't think anything really sparked. I just really do want to be left alone. I don't really want to go out for real. Like when my family and stuff go out, I don't mind drinking and partying at home, but they just want me to get out the house. I don't want to get out the house. I just want to listen to my music and chill, but I
Right.
guess they think it's something more.
So do you have any interest in being here, or is this solely because your family's wanting you to get help?
Um, Kind of both. I feel myself drinking a lot more than usual, but I thought it was okay, like I have a drink every now and again and stuff like that. So, but I guess that's when I become the most irritated and want to be left alone.
Okay. um Tell me about your drinking. It sounds like you like to party. Can you identify, are you drinking just in a social setting, or how much are you drinking?
I probably have a drink every day when I get off work. And then I have a couple of drinks on the weekend. I really don't count on the weekend because I mean, I have nothing else to do the next day. So I just drink. I don't really count, but
Mhm.
I pretty much 7 days out the week, I pretty much drink 7 days.
Okay. Um, what is your drink of choice?
Anything tequila.
So hard liquor, typically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know you said a drink, but can you identify how much you're drinking? How many, if it's just one drink, or how many drinks, or how, like, the amount of tequila that you're consuming? Can you identify that?
I probably drink like an 8 ounce drink of like tequila with some Red Bull, a can of Red Bull every day when I get off work. And then on the weekend, I don't really count. I just drink until
Mm-hmm.
I black out.
Mm-hmm. And how does that affect you the next day?
Um, I mean, it affects me because yeah, you got the hangover, but they say you cure a hangover with another shot. So that's how I get over it
Okay.
and get through it.
Okay. When you are at work, do you ever catch yourself craving that other drink, or are you able to work and do your daily function?
Um, I'm able to work and do my daily functions. Sometimes they stress me out where I just want to bring like a little flask or a little mini
Mhm.
in. But I'm trying not to get that far, and that's why I just have my drink waiting for me as soon as I get off.
Okay. And is it just alcohol, or do you use any other drugs?
I do smoke marijuana here and there.
Okay. How often do you smoke marijuana?
I probably smoke marijuana before I go to bed at night.
Okay. Every night?
Um, we can say every other.
Every other. And then um, how many ounces do you think you smoke in a night? Or how many grams? Or
Um, I guess I smoke a blunt, which is what a gram a night, well, a gram every other day. So
okay.
I probably smoke about 5 grams in a week.
Okay. And have you ever completed a substance use evaluation before, or have you ever been to treatment for substances?
Nope, nope, I haven't. My family kind of threatened me to like send me off to like a rehab or something or to cut me off. So I cut back on the drinking. That's why we only do one a night
Mhm,
after work.
mhm. Okay. Um, so sounds like you haven't been to treatment before for substances, but have you ever been hospitalized or to treatment for anything else?
Nothing serious, probably just like taking my tonsils out.
Okay. Okay. How old were you when you had your tonsils taken out?
I think I have to be like 12.
12. Okay. Um, are there any medications that you're currently on, or do you have a history with medications?
I had a history of like sertraline. My primary doctor prescribed me with sertraline for my depression.
Okay. Are you currently on that?
I'm in between because I just don't like how the medication makes me feel. I
Okay.
often feel really sick or nauseous. Um, Sometimes when I take it, I just feel like it's just the weight on my chest, like I'm in panic or something.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of just started picking up the blunt more to ease my anxiety rather than taking the medication.
Okay. How long were you on that medication?
Um, I say going through different prescriptions for about 3, 4 months
Mhm.
of adjustment.
Okay. And when you stopped taking them, did you um, cold turkey your meds, or did you work with your doctor to lower the dose and wean off?
Had to work on my doctor because if I cold turkey, then it would have made me really, really sick
Okay.
more than how I've been feeling as far as symptom wise.
Okay. Okay. Um, are there any other vitamins or supplements or over the counter or natural remedies that you take minus
Um,
marijuana?
just some vitamin D, for the sun.
Okay.
Because I don't know, like I'm really like a third shifter.
Okay.
So, I don't really get sun too much. So I take vitamin D.
Okay. Do you have a history of self-harm or suicide attempts?
Um, no, sometimes I just think that my family might be better off without me, but I don't ever attempt to do it.
Okay. Tell me more about that thought process.
They make me seem as if I'm just a burden, and it really put a toll on me. So sometimes I just feel like never really thought of like if I killed myself, but just more so the thought of if I disappeared,
Mhm.
would they be better? Like would that impact their life a little bit more positive if I wasn't around?
Mhm. When's the last time you had that thought?
Probably before we got into this session.
Okay. Um, but I just want to confirm it's just a thought. You don't have a plan or you're not actively suicidal right now.
Yeah, correct. It's just a thought.
Okay. Um, do you um do you feel hopeless?
Uh, I don't know. I don't.
Okay. Um, are you feeling sad or down or blue?
The only time I really feel sad and stuff is kind of when I miss my dad,
Okay.
or when I get to drinking and then it brings my emotions forward. So that's why sometimes I just drink to black out so I don't have to think about the emotions.
Right. How long when you're not drinking, or I guess when you are drinking, how long does that sadness last?
Um, I don't know. Sometimes it can last 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes when I feel sad, I just smoke some weed and everything's okay. It's like the trigger just switches off and I'm all right.
Hmm. How many days out of the week do you feel that you're feeling sad?
Um, Maybe 4 days out of the week.
4 days out of the week. Um, and you have felt this way for the last 6 years, you said, or have you had a history of this in your childhood?
I had well, in my childhood, I kind of felt like nobody was really in my corner besides my dad. I was a real dad's girl. So I
Mhm.
always kind of felt alone. I never really fit in with the other kids
Mhm.
or with my family. There wasn't a lot of girl family members, so I never really could hang around the boys too much. So I felt alone. And then when my dad passed away, it just like it got worse. And then yeah, my mom tried to step in more, but it just didn't feel real to me. So that's when I got to drinking more and indulging more.
Okay. Um, I want to go back to your childhood. Tell me more about like what your childhood looked like.
My childhood, my had a two parents household. My parents were married before I was even born. I had an older brother. Me and my older brother really didn't get along too well. Um, he used to kind of like slap me around a lot just because he was bigger than me and just wanted to be a bully. And nobody really believed me. They just thought I was just trying to get him in trouble, and my dad was the only person who protected me and believed me. And my even my grandmothers just often try to say that I was crazy are that I need to get help before I hurt somebody, not thinking about
Right.
the hurt I was going through.
Right. That must have been hard. Who from your family is currently in your life?
My mom is still in my life. Both of my grandmothers is in my life. As far as family, that is about it.
Hmm.
I do have two brothers outside of my mom, so I'm closer to them than the oldest brother I grew up with. Um, and that's it as far as family, but as far as friends, I probably only have two friends and my boyfriend.
Okay. So would you identify your two friends and your boyfriend as your support system?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I can rely on them more than my own family.
Okay. Um, is there a family history of depression, or can you identify any treatment or medications either of your parents were on?
No, to be honest, in our household, we really weren't allowed to be depressed. Really, like in our family thing, like our family was really religious. And if we often seemed to be depressed, it was more so we need to go to church and get our life right with God, and it's the devil. And there really wasn't a mental issue. So,
Mhm,
no.
mhm. Are you are you still active in a faith-based community today?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Okay. Are you actively going to church, or what does that
Oh,
look like?
yeah. I go to church every Sunday, maybe every other Sunday. If I'm sober enough the next day to get up,
Mhm,
or if I not tired from work, being that I work third shift sometimes.
mhm. Um, it sounds like, you work third shift and, that may affect your sleeping, but how does like a typical sleep schedule look like for you? Or can you tell me how your depression's affecting your sleeping?
Um, I sometimes so like I work so my third shift I work nine at night to 6 in the morning. And then when I get off work, that's when I have my drink. And because I have a Red Bull, I'm kind of up a little bit.
Mhm,
Then I kind of can't fall asleep. I'll toss and turn. And then I'll just be off a Red Bull and stuff, then go into work. And then other days it's like I sleep so long, but then I wake up and I'm tired, still tired. It's just like my body is never resting at all. Whether I'm sleeping or not, I'm just never having the energy.
right. Um, how, on average, how many hours do you think you sleep a night or day?
Hmm, I don't know. I feel like I probably get a healthy amount of sleep maybe twice a week,
What does a healthy amount of sleep look like to you?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay. Okay. Um, how is your depression affecting your eating?
Um, I kind of really don't eat too much. I snack through the day, being that I'm supposed to be sleeping through the day.
Mhm.
Um, and I kind of really don't, yeah, when I get high, that's probably when I eat the most because when I get hungry, but if I have to choose, like I would just snack. I really don't eat big meals.
Okay. And do your snacks um, fill you up, or do you just graze throughout the day?
I just graze throughout the day.
When you are feeling sad or down or blue, do you feel like that affects how much you eat in a day?
Yeah, oftentimes I just don't get out the bed
Mhm.
to eat. So I just really eat less and less.
Okay. Um, I know you mentioned that like your family doesn't really talk about depression, or mental health. Do you know anything about when your mom was pregnant with you? Do you know how her pregnancy looked? If she had any complications in her pregnancy or in the delivery?
No, I don't think she had any complications. I was easy.
You're an easy baby.
Hmm.
Good. Um, is there anything else from your childhood that you think would be good information for me to know?
No, that's pretty much about it. My childhood really wasn't entertaining.
Okay. Okay. Um, what else do you want me to know? Sounds like you have a support group. What other information you think would be helpful for me to know?
Um, I don't know. Like, I just need help with trying to get my family off my back and trying to get them to see that I don't have a problem and it's okay for me to drink and it's okay for me to smoke every now and again. Like, I'm still working, I'm still alive. Like, I just don't understand the issue.
Mhm. Does your boyfriend side with your parents? Does he think you should be
Um,
smoking?
he just kinds of he says he's not in it. He's not in between. He don't want to be involved in it. He drinks, he smokes way more than me and he rarely drinks. So he just stays out of it because he feel like who is he to judge somebody indulging
Mhm,
when he smokes more than I do
mhm,
or indulge as much as I do.
mhm. Is he, when you go out and party, does he typically go out with you as well?
Hmm.
Okay.
It's normally me and my boyfriend and my two friends.
Okay. How long have you guys been together? I'm sorry if you already.
No, we've been together on and off for about 2 years.
Okay.
Hmm.
And overall, do you feel like you have a fairly good relationship?
Yes, can't complain.
Okay. Um, I think I have all the information that I need from today, but what are you hoping to get out of this? I know your family is the main reason you're here, but is there
Hmm.
anything that you are hoping to get out of this?
Personally, I hope you can help me try to find a better sleeping schedule because I'm tired of being tired. I'm just, I'm ready to have some energy once in a while.
Mhm,
And, when I go out and stuff, I'm always the sluggish friend. So,
mhm, mhm. Okay, well, that sounds good. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. I know it wasn't necessarily your choice, but I believe that there's a reason you're here, and I know it's hard reaching out for help and being here. So I really just appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today.
of course, thank you for listening to all my issues.
Absolutely. Are you still okay to meet once a week?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, I will plan to see you next week then.
All right, see you later.
All right, thank you.